guys, so I am now sitting in the parking lot waiting for my husband, who is inside. I'm parked too close to be able to see the sign, but I am waiting for him to go donate plasma. So I'm going to use this time to talk about a situation that is going on in my town. So our local jail has been in the news recently, and some of these stories have actually gone national. So I mean, you may have heard some of these stories, but excuse me, not only is this in my county, I live literally right down the street from the jail. I live on the same street as the jail. This is Macomb County Jail. David Wickersham is our sheriff. And in the news recently, this keeps shaking. People have been dying in our jail, treated worse than animals are treated in an animal shelter. So I think I'm just gonna start with, you know, like the longest one. So on July 7th, 2013, 37-year-old Jennifer Myers died, did I say July 7th? In her cell. She was arrested in court for not having $500 to pay for child support. She had just recently gotten a job. She went in with, you know, promises to pay. It was going to come out of her check. Nope. They gave her 30 days in jail. She died on day 12. She developed a fever. She ended up dying of sepsis and was not taken to the hospital. Her cellmates were begging them to take her. They said that the smell that was coming from her, I mean, like, they literally watched her die, smelled her die. I mean, this woman died in her cell for not having $500 to pay for child support. Dead. Are you kidding me? Okay. Now, they didn't believe she was sick. You know, like, oh, she's fine, she's fine, she's fine. There's people commenting. I will put every single link that I have come across down below. There's people commenting that they've taken people to the emergency room at the hospital for hangnails, for I ran into the door, I hurt my knee, I hurt my elbow. Okay, so 11 months later, David, I'm going to butcher his name, I am so sorry. David Stojcevski died on June 27th, 2014. His story went national. It was everywhere. He was the one that died in a cell naked. He was having seizures. They didn't believe, you know, he was on like mental watch, and he died from, he was prescribed medication, and was like withdrawing from it. Prescribed medication that they didn't give him in jail. And he died on day 17 of his 30-day sentence. I don't remember what he did. I didn't. But he was the one that was naked. He was found on the floor. His whole death was on camera, and it was showing you, like, he would go under his bed and just was naked. They wouldn't let him have clothing. He just had a blanket. Why didn't he get taken to the hospital? So this next story is pretty much the reason why I wanted to make this video. I believe her story has gone national as well. She is the one that had the baby in jail because they didn't believe her that she was in labor. Okay, hold on one second. So she was driving on a suspended license. She had some drug problems in the past, so, you know, they were on her record. And so she was arrested, driving on a suspended license, 8 months pregnant, was sentenced to 14 days. 14 days. And so she was arrested March 15th. And she delivered on March 20th of 2016. But we just heard about this story. Like, it just came out like 5 days ago is when it became news. It's just ridiculous. She told them 3 times that she was in labor. The 3rd time she went to them with blood running down her legs. And they still didn't believe her. Not only did they not believe her, they ordered her into her cell, into the back of her cell. Yeah. So then they, you know, they finally brought her to the infirmary, where, you know, the medical part of it, and that's where she ended up having her baby on a mattress, a dirty mattress with dirty blankets, just on the floor with, you know, some jail workers around her, not taken to the hospital. Not only that, she was 8 months pregnant. Her first child was born C-section, so she should have been in a hospital, and she should have had a C-section. She was scheduled to have a C-section. She was not supposed to have a vaginal birth. And her baby was less than 5 pounds. Complete outrage. Okay, so yesterday I came across a letter online. This story never made it to the news. Like, she posted the letter, I think, like, so yesterday, I think it was 2 days ago, so 3 days ago. This was actually, her name was Ashley. I don't know her last name. I couldn't find it. But she died in Macomb County Jail on April 14th, 2014. Like, what, 3 months? April, May, June, 2 months before that David guy. Never heard a word about this one. So her story is a little different. So she was on probation. I don't know what she was on probation for, but she violated that probation by stealing $50 worth of stuff from Meyer, and I believe when she got caught, she had weed in her pocket, so that also violated her probation. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if they let her go, if they called the cops. I don't know any of that. I just found this open letter. I haven't really found any kind of like news article about it. It wasn't news, so hold on. Okay, so I'm still trying to look for some information on her. I don't even know her last name. They just use her name as Ashley. So like I don't know if she got, I don't know if she had gotten caught, if they let her go, but her parents found out. I don't know if she told them, if they called her, but so her parents sat her down and said, you need to turn yourself in, you need to do your time, and when you get out, you need to start fresh. We will help you start fresh. You know, you need to turn yourself in. So the next morning, she got, you know, like her mom made sure that she was rested up, you know, fed, you know, like in order to turn herself in the next morning. So she turned herself in to Roseville Police on April 14th, 2014. And within 5 hours and 20 minutes of her being transported to Macomb County Jail, she was dead. 5 hours. 5 hours, 20 minutes later. This girl managed to bring her drugs into jail with her and is seen on video. Her parents have the video footage of her 5 hours and 20 minutes in jail, and she is clearly seen on video taking those drugs. She overdosed. They didn't find her in time. They did try Narcan. It didn't work. Who was watching her? Who arrested her? Who took her to Macomb County Jail and didn't search her? How did she bring illegal street drugs into a jail? Who was watching her? How did she manage to take enough pills to overdose? Who wasn't watching her? And I mean, apparently she was causing some ruckus. So I mean, she was playing in toilet water. She flooded the cell that they were in. Her roommates, you know, her cellmates were mad. Like they were, you know, talking to the jail, like saying, hey, this girl's high. Why are you guys not seeing this? She was taken to several different people and all gave her an okay. Like, there's nothing wrong with her. That's what they said. There was nothing wrong with her. Her cellmates clearly seen and knew that she was high. 5 hours and 20 minutes later, dead. Not taken to the emergency room, not an ambulance called, nothing. What makes it worse is they lied to these parents. In this particular story, they like told her parents that she was taken to the emergency room at 4 o'clock when her hospital ID bracelet confirmed that she wasn't taken till 9 o'clock. They told her that she died at the hospital. The hospital band said DOA. They don't have anybody qualified in this freaking place. The person that gave her CPR, like, waited way too long. Completely performed CPR on a dead person. So 4 people that we know of that have died in Macomb County Jail in worse conditions than an animal brought into an animal shelter. Are you kidding me? You should be ashamed of yourself, Macomb County Jail. David Wickersham, you should be ashamed of your officers, of your jail. And I am begging all Macomb County residents, we need a new sheriff. We need one that's going to care about our residents that are being put in jail for driving on a suspended license. Is this how you want your children, your sisters, your brothers, your parents treated? It's not right. It's not right. You know, I don't have a huge platform, but I feel like I have enough people out there that can help me make a difference. Please share this video, please. It needs to be out there. All these stories need to be out there. So please help me share. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. You guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!